Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 6th through the 12th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cappy. The overall energy for the reading, the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so a little bit of TLC here, a little bit of love for yourself, for others. There's a soul connection here, but it's got the moon over it, so it's kind of confusing what's going on there. But for you, for sure. For you, for sure. I think for this, whoever this is too, we'll see. In the recent past, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Magician. All right, you kind of want to be done with something here from what I can see. You're coming through as pretty explicit and clear that, hey, I'm done with whatever, you know. I'm not sure if the message was received well or something, but you delivered it pretty clear. Okay, so you're done. Okay, you're not done. In the current situation, the Six of Cups, the Moon, the Three of Cups. Yeah, there's a soul connection here, and I don't know what's up with it, because it's covered by the energy of the moon, so it's like something's tricky in here. There is love. Is this what you're done with? But it's not done, because it's still here, but it's kind of done, but it's... ish? I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't know what's up with this. We'll see when we clarify. But, in the immediate future, the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords. I mean, you're doing all the steps, right? When you're done with something, you close that off. You start, making the steps towards, away from whatever. You're doing all of that, and this is exactly what you're doing. Your energy is focused on the moving on part, So you're done with this. I'm not sure if it's done with you. That's the thing. This situation. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands. See, no, there's somebody here, and you care for them. You do, but sometimes that's not gonna hold something together. You recognize the good times. There's things that are working out here. I don't understand. This is one of those where I look at it and I'm like, okay, things are bumping heads here. What's going on? We'll figure it out. For the Eight of Wands, in the recent past, you get the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Devil. Okay, so as you're coming through with this energy of I'm done, right? As you're putting it out there, from where I'm sitting... it doesn't look very clear on your end. You don't show up as coming from a very clear space for you. If anything, it's quite confused. So when I see, that's why it's not believable. Because when I see confusion and then decision made out of that confusion, it's not really clear. It's not yeah. Let me do the Ten of Swords. You get the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So it's basically a situation that you probably outgrew. I can see the energies of you tied up to the situation, and it's okay, at some point you're just not for that anymore, so you move on, right? Whatever it is. Why do I get the sense that this is about a job or something? No, the energy is clear that you are moving on from this. The way you're coming through, that's where things are a little tricky. Because I'm not sure if it's... The message is received very clearly, because it wasn't delivered very clearly necessarily. Yeah, the energy is definitely, you outgrew this. So, of course, you're done. Let me do the Magician. It doesn't have to be a job, by the way, but it sure looks like energy's around something like that. For the Magician, you get the Two of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Death card. Yeah, no, you're done. It worked up until it didn't anymore, and it is what it is, you know? Ran its course. And you're even showing up in your energy like, yeah, I pulled this energy into my life because it was good for however long it lasted as being good, but then it wasn't. Then I was done. Okay. So your energy is definitely clarifying things here in the sense of you are done. When you're coming through in the physical, that's where it gets a little iffy. Because I think you carry this energy. I think you align with this energy, but when it's time to put it out there, maybe you're nervous, maybe you don't know exactly how to put it out. I don't know what's going on, but there's something a little tricky there. Where I feel like ultimately the message has been delivered. You know? Six of Cups in the current situation. You get the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Cups. Yeah, because it's like, oh, it's a little difficult because it shows up as one of those situations in which, okay, if something were to happen, something nasty, something, you know, unhealthy, and it's like, oh my God, I can't stand this environment, this person, this whatever, and I have to move away from it. But I don't see anything like that. If anything, I see a lot of acknowledgement of this was good, you know? So what feels a little frustrating and hard for you potentially because it didn't necessarily end into this type of a situation, and it still kind of ran as it was good, but because I think it's an energy of outgrowing this, but because you feel like you need to move away from this and you don't really know why, but you're going to listen to what you feel, it feels a little hard. It feels a little, you know, it's not necessarily easy to move away from this. Let me do the Moon, the Three of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Knight of Cups. Oh man, that makes it even harder because it shows up in a way. You show up as just knowing that if you ever decide or choose to come back to this space, to this environment, you feel safe to do so. So that comes through more like an inner knowing. So whatever you're dealing with is definitely kind of giving you that space to feel that safety, you know. I don't know that you would, because again, I take it as an energy that you outgrew, so it is what it is. It's gonna stay in the past. But it's feeling like almost like a safe space though. Somewhere within you, for you personally, it feels that way. So you definitely cherish this experience a lot and still do, but it still shows up as you're moving on from it. For the Three of Cups in the current situation, you get the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups. Do you have to reinforce that you're leaving or something? Do you have to, is this like a, if it's a job, is this like a 2 weeks notice and now the 2 weeks ran their course and now you're here where it's like, okay, I'm leaving, just a reminder. 2 weeks are up, goodbye. Because it almost feels like you have to reinforce or you have to pick it back up. You know, after some time, it's like, okay, yeah, remember what I told you a while ago? Yeah, it's happening now. There's so much love in this situation that I can't stand it. It's like, at an energetical level. In the physical, you could be punching each other in the face. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. But energetically speaking, it's like it's held in love, this whole experience, even as it kind of rips apart. So, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Let me see the Judgment card in the, that means it's meaningful. That means you're taking something out of this, something symbolic and something that you will probably pass through in your next chapter or something. For the Judgment card in the immediate future, you get the Tower, the Lovers, the Emperor. What? Is this like a challenge placed on a connection? I feel like it's a challenge placed on a connection you're part of. It's testing the connection. Okay. It's kind of looking like it's passing the test, but it's quite challenging, whatever's going on here. Quite shaky. Yeah, there's a very deep connection that you are part of, definitely, and this connection is being challenged. I'm getting a lot of pull in the direction of paternal. So this could be, a father figure or even a boss type of a situation. But there's some shaking happening surrounding this dynamic, but I feel like it's landing on its feet, after the shaking, after the earthquake here. For the Seven of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Temperance card, the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands. Yeah, it's definitely, a little bit challenging here, but after some time, I kind of see you picking yourself back up and being like, okay, we can do this, we got this, So continuing the plan of moving on from whatever this is. So this is almost coming in as a break, like, hey, you need to deal with this situation for a few days or months or whatever, and then you're resuming this experience, Okay, let's do the Ace of Swords. For the Ace of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles. This applies to your stability, and I see you kind of growing in that department, but there's something where you don't want to apply something to it. Like you reject completely the notion of something. So let's say, okay, you're opening up an online business, right? You've got all these platforms, all of this, all of that you can work with, and then there's a big ass energy surrounding opening up an Instagram page for your business. And because you personally don't like Instagram, you don't differentiate from, hey, this is not for you personally, it's for your business, and it's like, nah, anything but that. I'm not going to do that one. So something like that, where it seems like you're rejecting a particular aspect that might actually help with your stability, and you're like, nah, I'm going to do things my way, it's okay. Okay, there's still progress there, there's still this, that, and the other, but there's definitely, because whatever this is even coming from you, like, it's going to help, it's going to be something good, and you're like, yeah, but no. Okay. Anyways, let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Chariot, the World card, the Seven of Swords. What's going on? I was waiting for your very slow hiney to move in the direction of that bark. Okay, you go back to sleep now, Baba. You had a bad dream. The Chariot, the World card, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever is coming to an end here as a cycle for you. It's kind of organic. It's a given. It's it was set in stone that it was gonna end at some point, because you have to evolve and you have to. That was just a step in your evolution, basically. So that's why it's shown up as kind of natural. You're still having a little bit of resistance to it, a little bit of, I don't want to let go of shit. I don't want to let go of experiences, especially, and I can understand in this case, because this, as I said, whatever this is surrounded by love. So whatever happens in the physical, that energy of love, you're going to feel it. So of course you're going to have a hard time letting go of this experience, but also knowing that you need to, it's for your growth. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.